I see this controversy with Castor Semenya as a turning point in men-women relationship. Now here these women are outraged that a man, supposedly a man, got into their race and beating them and improving so magnificently. And so they're upset. Now, I don't care one way or another. I'm not taking no side, but I'm just trying to have some discussion. All right, so don't hate me or feel that I hold any position. I'm just having some discussion here. But recently, women have been clamoring to join men's club, and they want to challenge men, and they're doing men things like boxing and joining the army and driving trucks and so on. Now, I don't know if the men are upset. I love a woman to work nearby me because how she smells, I feel happy when I smell a woman. You know, the nice perfume they wear, they're so pretty, the voice so nice. I can't see a workplace without women. However, um, yesterday I saw a young girl and her mom, and this young girl is on a scooter, scooting up and down the pave. So I asked the mom and say, you know something, I've discovered that a lot of women and men are allowing their daughters to learn skills like scooting. When she grows up, she's going to say she's a tomboy, and that because she has been a tomboy so long, she is lesbian and she wants a woman and all this stuff. I see also young boys, they are plated. And I'll say, lady, why are you plaiting your son's hair like this? Don't you think that when he grows up, you might say that you're some girl or whatever, because the guys will accept him, might even hit him in his butt and say, you little sissy, and laugh. But over time, it's going to come like, oh, I have a little girl locked to this side here. So we as parents, we're doing things to our kids that, not necessarily that being gay or whatever is a big problem. It's not a problem to me, okay? People could be what they want, but I'm just saying that this is a child that probably could have grew up to be and continue being female or male and have a productive life. Not that gays don't have a productive life, don't get me wrong, okay? But I'm just saying that we're doing things that down the road it's causing a problem. But what is important here is this. Because the shift and men and women are now doing things together, etc., war, etc., women learning skills that make them feel as though they're strong like men and that they could fight with men. I see them doing it in schools and in the street corners, they're punching the guy backing up. But in real terms, this is leading to more domestic violence. Because women, long ago, you could have told a woman, listen, this is what I said, and I want to discuss no more. Today, you can't do that. She's going to say, what? And in your face. And you know, as soon as there's a fight, she's going to bruise more, and she's going to cry and call the cops, and then, you know, you get locked up, and then you're facing the papers that you're a woman beater, whatever. But the women are challenging us now. And so, this should be an opportunity for us to sit down and find out what we really want to do. Because if we keep this up, we're men and women challenging each other, and we can't get along, and homes not working, but because of our biology, we're going to get pregnant, we're going to get with women, etc., but we just can't get along. We can have a whole bunch of single homes all over the place. So it's going to be a strain, and this is what could bring us civilization to the end. Now, the people who pushing this kind of thing are behind destroying this civilization. And if we get caught up in these things that they're bringing on us and we're not thinking, we're going to end up destroying ourselves. Because when you work hard out there as a man and you go home and your woman want to take you over to fight and challenge you and all that, you can't rest. And when this lady works her arse off in a job and then goes home and then has to do all the work again, she's going to burn out and get, you know, ill and so forth. Long ago, it used to say that women were not having heart attacks, and therefore it's the estrogen and the whole way they could take pressure and whatever. But now that they're going into the workforce and they're doing exactly what men are doing, they're doing drugs, they're smoking, they're drinking, they're working hard, and when they go home they have more work again to do. So they're cracking up and having heart attacks more. So let us make a truce right now. Let us decide where we want to go here on out. Women, by virtue of the strength and the tenderness of the skin, they have a different function in life. You know, they could take the baby and tenderly do this and that. And when you come in, you have somebody cuddly and nice to hook with. You know, leave all this big, strong muscle building, all this stuff to the men, because, you know, we used to protect our women. If you go down the road and see a guy beating a woman, you say, hey, you stop it and you take on that fight. But today, when ladies could fight for themselves, you know, and they're leading on to fights, you know, you don't want to go there. And so we need to get along. We need to Stop challenging each other. Women need to stop boxing and this mud wrestling and all this competitiveness amongst women. Women competing with each other. Women supposed to be friends and to get along and together to help to keep society moderated, not violence, but protecting life, etc. And they should get together and be talking things like how to look prettier, how to take care of that vagina, how to do better with the kids, how to make your man feel comfortable, fake it with him, all this kind of how to cook, what is good for this and that, and leave the men alone to this competitive, vicious killing one another. Women need to stay together, work together, and be strong for each other. Stop competing among yourselves and stop competing with men. This is what is going to make life more tolerable and wonderful. Stop it right now.